Okay, this is a video for the Helios Dynamic Dyne. It's on Indiegogo. Let me go ahead and click that. They got 255 backers, 676%. So they are moving right along. Let's take a look. 15 millimeter. The looks are not my thing, and the sound is not my thing. I'll explain the looks. That's easy. The metal plate's got screws on it so you can take it off, which is kind of like the DI.Y Audio Phantom. With a little bit of modding, I love that. That's an awesome intro to planars, I think. Would this be an awesome intro to dynamic? If you're a DIY type, I think so. Because you're going to have to DIY a little bit to get optimal sound, in my opinion. I'm doing comparison with the Sundara because it's just come through. And I listen to the same music, and then again, these both share something, which is interesting, and it's an interesting kind of display of the different ways that dynamic drivers of different designs can affect, especially when there's a lack of sub-bass. The Sundaras have a lack of some sub-bass, but because of planar control and speed, having the bass a little bit more in the mid bass relative to the sub bass doesn't really affect the mids. That's part of the benefit of planars. A dynamic driver that's got sub bass roll off and then it's got the mid bass elevated higher relatively can sometimes interfere with the quality of the mid frequencies, and that seems to be the case with this set. I've only used it with the ADI 2 DAC. I don't know what it sounds like with anything else. I took the Sundara and I listened to the same music because I decided to A and B with these two, because just this on its own, I thought, not my thing. Not at all. So let's compare it with something that I thought is closer to my thing, which is weird because I never thought Sundara would be my thing, but I think it's a good set. Sweet Leaf is really a very, very compact, non-detail laden experience. It's not really great. The saving grace for this set is that it's $130 and you could buy pads and you could change the plates and you could probably turn this into a really nice set if you chose to do so. Okay, I'm gonna forget this. How far in are we? Okay, I'm not doing this. I got sent this set 7 weeks ago, and I immediately listened to it and sent a notice, and I said, I don't think this sounds very good. I don't care what the price is. I don't think it sounds really good. And I was met with a long pause in the chat box, longest ever. Like this was something that was planned and I didn't know it, because I don't know, like, you guys think I know what's going on. I don't. And I never really did get a reply. And so, like the Shure Singer, sometimes my input is accepted. Who am I? But my opinion is being asked. The Shure Singer, that was just a demo version without an opinion being asked, and I was like, you better cut that down a little because that's not going to work out. And that wasn't to be. That wasn't my. Just do a review, and they don't care if it's positive or negative. Of course, they'd like it to be positive, but the Shure Singer is and this is like the headphone version of that. Get it, listen to it, thought, man. But I guess because of the price, it's got its potential. But my opinion was stated immediately, so I'm still in this. Because I got one, I guess. Would I rec that you get? Black Sabbath doesn't sound like something that I would listen to on this. And the Sundara, I would actually. As a matter of fact, I wouldn't listen to a lot of stuff on this. The Dog's coming in. It's like a symbol. Big Boy, the bass drop sounds decent, but everything beyond that doesn't sound really great. America, Beatles, none of it sounds as good as it does on the Sundara, and not really to my taste either. And I'm gonna not. I'm not. It's like being tested. Like I said, I didn't like this, but you want me to take part in a Indiegogo for it? Okay, here we go. For $130, it's a great. This is honest. For $130, I think it's a great foundation for DIY people. The headband's kind of unique, but it's could be something that you might want to get your fingers dirty and turn it into a true gem. That could be the case. As it is in its stock form, if I went into a headphone shop and listened to it, I would not purchase it. It wouldn't matter if it cost $130. $130 is $130. That's not small money. That's big money. I wouldn't spend it on this. Everything sounds slightly low res. Lo-fi is the way that I would describe this set. So I almost feel bad because Linsoul's good to me. Yeah, dogs. I'm gonna let this go. But I can't change how I feel about stuff. It doesn't matter what the promotional level of the item is, and I don't expect that they think so. I'm just surprised that I'm in this because I really had I don't like them. Fit is decent. Build quality is good. It's a unique design. The playback is sub bass is rolled. The bass is decent, but because it's a dynamic driver, the mids don't sound that clear, and the treble is a little bit on me sometimes when I listen to stuff like Beatles. But that was the case with the Sundaras. But the Sundaras mids, and that's a nice experience. This is in its stock form, not such a good one. So I'll let you go. I listened to Tupac Shakur, and everything, including Tupac Shakur, had a low res playback, like lacking micro detail, and like veil, which is not a word I've used very often, is something that kind of peeks its head out on this set. So why am I here? Why? If I say I don't like something, just move to the next person, man. God damn. Good luck to the crowd fund.